This is going to be a quick unpackaging video of the eBay drone here that's on sale. That's relatively inexpensive. I have a gutter that is either clogged and disconnected from the downspout. It's about 30 feet up in the air, and I don't want to climb up a ladder to do that. But I want to see what the situation is so that when the gutter repair person comes in, I kind of know what's going on, and I can email him or her the video to show exactly what I want to have done. So I bought this item that's identified as the RC drone 4K high definition wide angle camera. Again, this is unpacking it. I really haven't done the entire situation itself. I haven't flown the thing, but I have activated the camera, and I did download the app. And up at the top here, it calls it a drone Q12. So maybe if you, and I see it's not coming through quite clear, but it's a drone Q12. If you search YouTube for that, there's some demonstration videos out there on how it works, but this is like an unpackaging thing from somebody who's not trying to sell it. So this is very fragile. It comes all collapsible. It's very compact. It comes from a nice little container here, but you're not going to be able to repackage the whole contraption, and I'll explain to you why in just a second. But all of these wings, if you will, and these propellers collapse really, really small, and it's extremely lightweight. These little guards here come unattached, so you have to attach them. It comes with a couple extra propellers too, 4 extra propellers. I'm not sure what it would take in order to replace them. I haven't smashed one up yet, so I don't know the answer to that. There's a camera on the front, and there's a camera on the bottom. Again, there's an app. There's some instructions here on how to get to the app. They're in like 4 different languages, and the English is terrible, both on the instructions and the app. But if you scan in that code there, the App Store will bring it up, and it looks like it's a universal drone camera type software. It looks pretty good as far as the software is concerned. Here are the instructions. They do come in English, but again, the English is like a 3rd grade Asian English teacher must have put that together, because it's difficult to follow. The device to charge the battery inside, according to directions, it has a charge life of 12 minutes. It takes, according to the directions, 2 hours to fully charge the battery, and you can see that the connector is just non-traditional. So if you lose it, the whole device I think is useless. But it's got a USB connector. You just put that in there. But again, the connector to the battery itself is unique unto itself. So you plug this in. The whole device starts flashing like red until it's charged. Mine took about an hour to charge. And then I put it into you slip it in to the drone device. So that's where it goes in. Okay, and it has a matching mate inside for the connector. It slides in nice. It's snug, but it slides in nice. Maybe I got it upside down. I did. I put it in upside down. Well, nobody said this ain't government work. So it just goes in like that. You put it in, and to take it out, it takes a lot of force to pull it out in order to recharge it. There's a power button at the top, and it's got these nice little flashing lights. I guess they expect you to be flying the thing at night all the time, or maybe you're going to be looking into a crevice or whatever the case may be. The software I did download. I did activate the camera. It seems to work fairly well. Here is the manual control. According to the app on the phone, and here's the app. I know it's not really, the lighting is awful, but that's the app on the phone. It takes 3 AAA batteries, which is why I didn't try to fly it. I got the AA batteries, so I'll have to get some AAA and play with it and see how this thing works. But this little hinge here is how you put your phone on in order to visualize You hit the wrong button. And you can actually see yourself flying on this phone, and that's why you need the app. It has a spring-loaded device here that allows you to adjust your phone, whatever size phone you have. So you can see how it just goes up. Let's see if I get that right. Okay, so that's how it goes. Just you push it up, then it comes down. It holds it okay. I mean, if you're hanging out your car or you're, riding your motorcycle, this thing's not going to hold it. But if you're just holding it in order to fly it, that's fine. This comes separate. This little angled piece, this holder comes separate. You have to connect it to there. Once you slide it in there, it has those little pegs that expand inside. It's like a molly, putting in a wall. Once you put it in, you can't get it out. So to think that you're going to be able to repackage this into here with this device standing up, it's just not going to happen. So that's don't let that fool you. It's not that portable, and because it is so fragile, I think you got to be really careful when you move this thing around. So that's my couple-minute unpackaging. You get what you pay for. It's $30, $35. I'll try to fly it tomorrow when I get those batteries and figure that out. The drawbacks, just on first impression, is this device. If you lose it, if it breaks, the battery felt fragile. Everything's very lightweight. I don't know what its lifespan will be. The device here too, it has an emergency landing gear. It doesn't tell me what happens if you're flying it to the battery life expires, if the thing automatically comes down and projects it. I don't know how high it will go up before you start, losing your contact in order to control it. It's supposed to be pretty simple. It's supposed to be up, down, left, and right. That's how simple it's supposed to be. It's just got a power button on the middle here. Those are all the controls. The directions kind of give you an idea. The app itself did come up with some instructions on the screen. So I had to take a snapshot of it and then blow it up because it's just too small to read on this phone anyway. Imagine if you have one of those, this is an old phone that I had. And I use this because I didn't trust the app. This thing came from who knows where, with all the spyware out there and stuff. I just didn't want to use my regular phone. So that's what I used to download it on. Again, I think if you drop it, you shatter it, the thing's over. It's very fragile, so that's another downside to it. I think that the battery itself in here probably won't have a rechargeability life like we might see with some other lithium type batteries, and I don't even know if it is lithium. See, I almost broke this thing trying to pull the battery out. But anyway, here it comes. Oh, now I turned the power on. So you can see it's so small that there's a lot to it. So that's my review. I'll try to post something when I'm able to fly it. It's probably good for kids. Maybe for the one thing that I want to do, which is look at the gutter. But other than that, you're not going to be flying all over city or town, with this thing. Well, good luck. I hope this was helpful.